How do you feel about Nikki Haley? How do you feel about Nikki Haley?
Oh,
Here we go.
gonna get me.
There we go.
Spicy.
Come on.
I'm not a political person, so I'm going to start by saying that I'm not on the campaign. I'm not a political person. How do I feel about Nikki Haley? I think she's a flip-flopper. I don't trust her. I wouldn't vote for her. I wouldn't.
Now, what if on a crazy, because there's, of course you don't follow the news and you don't follow what people are saying at all because it's not part of your job and you just kind of like doing your own thing. But there's certain people speculating that there may be a possibility that the Wall Street people behind closed doors with these things called PACs, that they raise a lot of money. PACs, like not Pac-10 like basketball, but
PACs like Save America PACs.
Yes, like Save America type of PACs.
Yeah.
That are saying, hey, and again, rumors, hey, Mr. President Donald Trump, J. Trump, if you don't consider Nikki Haley as your VP, we are not going to give you the money that you need to go become the president. But if you choose Nikki Haley, we will consider you as a presidential, support, money, donors, all that stuff, because the money went from DeSantis to Haley. So this is why President Trump, you should consider Nikki Haley as a VP.
Soros gave her money.
A lot of people gave her money.
A lot of people gave her money. All I would say to shut that down is very simple. President Trump will never be in a position like that.
So you don't think
He would never be strong-armed like that.
You think he would consider a Haley?
He doesn't need to. He would consider who he wants and who he thinks would be a best fit. I know that for a fact. I mean, he is not going to be one of those. It's true. He's just not.
Do you think Haley would be a best fit?
Now you're really.
There's no. It's just a couple cameras. It's just like we got 17 people live watching us. We just hit 20. 20 people are watching us right
this
now.
won't go anywhere.
They're all from Minnesota. Cold weather.
Nobody's.
I don't get ratings ever, so it's not. This will go nowhere. This will be probably your worst watch show. Sorry, not sure why you had me on. Do I think Nikki? Look, here's what I think. I don't. I'm not. The biggest fan. I used to like Nikki Haley when she was in the White House. But after, she's just flip-flopping. And I go back to what I always say with Trump, loyalty. And I just don't see that there. And I think that that's concerning for me. Is she going to come in and be a puppet? Is she going to take funding from people that I've already seen that happen just to try and win? I also just don't think in a debate she's incredibly... I mean, I could debate. I really believe, like, if I was completely into politics and knew everything about politics, that I could get up and debate her and have no problem. That's concerning for me. I don't want another Kamala Harris, right? But if the president believes that she would be a good fit eventually, God bless, and I'll get behind her. But right now, no.
I don't see the Nikki thing happening.
At all.
Okay.
What do you mean?
But listen, being blunt, it's no secret that Trump likes attractive, capable women.
Right.
Okay. Whether it's Ivanka Trump, whether it's Marla Maples, whether it's Melania,
right,
whether it's whoever he has in his corner, whatever's going on, you. So there's an attractive woman out there that's been campaigning with him. Now, I know you don't like giving opinions, but her name is Christy.
Oh, Christy Noem.
Christy Noem. Yeah. I think she's capable. I think she's gorgeous. I think she's smart.
Yeah, she was in Iowa yesterday.
She was just campaigning with Trump. She's my pick.
I love her.
For most likely VP picks. Vinny thinks that it's Sarah Huckabee Sanders. I said not so much in the face.
But hold on, she's a loyal. But let's be real. She was taking fire in all those White House press meetings. She was a gangster.
She was awesome.
Mike Pence was also pretty loyal, but where is he?
Yeah, but the fly in his head.
But my point is this: in your non-opinionated way, what are the chances he considers someone like Christy Noem?
I have no idea. I mean, she's
Come
obviously
on, you met her before.
You're not getting me in trouble. You think I'm stupid? I don't know who he's gonna pick. You ask my opinion. She seems lovely. I don't really know her. I've never even met her.
Oh no.
Maybe we've been at the same events, but no, I really don't know her. A while it was Carrie Lake. It's always somebody. Yeah. At the end of the day, I can honestly say he does. I don't think he's chosen, and I don't know that when he does.
I believe
that I don't think he has.
I don't think he has.
I fully believe he hasn't
How
chosen.
about this?
Yeah.
How about this?
It is way too early.
Would you say there's a better chance? This is off the record. No one's watching.
Of course.
That he picks a woman versus a man.
No,
better
I don't
chance.
think it matters to him.
It
has to matter.
No,
it's really
it has to matter.
It does it? Well,
yes.
He picked.
I don't think it.
Adam. He picked Pence.
He picked
Pence.
Pence.
Unless if you identify Mr. Pence as a.
Times have changed, PPD.
Yeah.
This
You
ain't
know,
2015
it's
anymore.
probably gonna be Chris Christie.
Yeah, I think so too. But
now that's pants, big pants.
But Alina,
Boom! Alina drops the hint.
Yeah, Alina.
She told everyone
Chris,
What,
who's
$100,000
Christie
net
coming in, huh? And I didn't. Am I going to get sued for that? That was just a joke.
But Alina, how? Like, let's say, hopefully he wins and he beats all this nonsense that they're doing. He's always warned about the swamp. He's always told, drain the swamp. He's gonna come back in and deal with all these creatures. How can he trust? No, I know, I feel you. How can you even? Because he's going right back in.
Yeah.
How do you trust any of these? Even the people that are like, "Hey, we're with you."
He knows. He knows.
Oh, that's
Listen,
so
when he
scary.
first went in, what happens is they, and this is my understanding, right? You go in. Okay, it's like me going in to say I'm a professional golfer. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm calling my friend Sergio Garcia. Serge, help me. Tell me what club to buy. He tells me what club to
please.
buy.
Tiger.
I don't think I'd call Tiger. Yeah. I'll call Dustin Johnson. I'll call Bryson DeChambeau. I'll call my people. I'll be like, tell me what to do.
Yeah.
And you take their advice and you do it. And that's what happened the first time around. Now, very different.
Oh, yes.
I've gone through this. I've weeded out the Bill Barrs. I've weeded out the people that are no good, the people that were actually working on the other agenda but got to stay and they pushed them. The network. He knows the network, which is why I love him going back so much now, because he knows the network in. He's seen the network against him, and now he gets to go back and fix in a major way with people that he trusts. And there will be people that screw him.
Of course.
It's like me saying that I've never hired an associate that's disappointed. It happens.
Yeah.
But it will be so much stronger. It will be so much stronger.
Because I get these arguments all the time, Alina. Sorry, Adam. I get these arguments because I have, cousins that are 100% like nothing. The country is Biden's just doing its infrastructure. It's just they're all delusional.
Yeah.
But because I have these arguments, they're like, because I'm talking about January 6th and how Christopher Wray, these people had FBI there. You know what they say? Well, Trump appointed them. I'm like, who do you think
didn't appoint them? That's not how it works. And the truth is, I think that it's how it will work. I think he will clean up. I think you got to clean up from the top down. I've said that. I can tell you that. I think it's incredibly critical that he puts the right people, especially in the DOJ. I would, press secretary is just the face of and somebody who's communicating with the press. But to me, where I would want to see the change is in the back. In the back, the press secretary, the DOJ, the people that are enforcing laws, the people that are actually going counterterrorism, things that are really important to us, cartels, making sure there's no, epidemic, no fentanyl uses. Our children are suffering, depression, things like that. We got to work inside out, right? And first of all, people are afraid of Trump, and countries are afraid of Trump, and right now they're not afraid of Biden. So that's what puts me in my most fearful state, is we could go to war because we have such weak leadership.
Alina, when you hear someone like Vivek say, which I've been watching a lot of it, I'm kind of agreeing. When he's saying something like the FBI can easily be just dismantled and take all those agents and put them in other organizations, could we operate as a country without an FBI?
Without an FBI?
Without an FBI.
I don't know enough about it to say so. I think that there's an importance to national security when it's done right. I think fractured national security sometimes concerns me, because I think if there's no strong leadership in anything, in any company, you have to think of it like a company. You have, different sections, then you have high potential for weakness. You have high potential for somebody to permeate, having a manager of a store in California and a manager of a store in Florida, but they're not interacting and there's no oversight. That concerns me. They got to report up.
Got you.
So I don't necessarily agree with that structure. Okay. As somebody who's run a business since I was 28 years old, I've seen that doesn't work. I tried to open, if you don't have the heads watching, it can go awry.
Yeah, it's just hard though when it comes to the FBI, because going all the way back from the FBI's beginning to Comey, all these guys, their political bias affects what's happening with the presidency, with Russia collusion, with Hillary. It's like
there's a contamination.
It's so hard, and it's so hard because you don't know who. Think about it, we're all in the FBI and Pat's in charge, and Pat hates Trump. I don't care what you're going to say. There's going to be investigations. There's going to be stuff happening because of his bias, and we saw it. So it's kind of hard.
I think Vinny actually posed a really good question about draining the swamp, and even before you even answered, you were like, yeah. You kind of had a little Mr. Burns moment right there. But I actually think you're right about your answer about why this time will be different, and I'll unpack it a little bit. I think it's a double-edged sword. So the advantage and the disadvantage of Trump being a businessman who's never been in politics.
Right.
He don't know what he's walking into.
No,
you could say it all he wants. He could say that he's donated to every single campaign and every single politician out there. That doesn't mean you're in the house. You're outside the house making donations.
Right.
You don't really know how it works. Okay? But the difference is like an establishment politician, that's also a double-edged sword because you know how it works. You're going to play the game. I scratch my back, scratch yours. Funny thing about my back, yada, yada. But this time around, he's been the politician. He's been on the outside. He's been on the inside. Now he knows how it works, the inner workings. He knows the plumbing, but he's also not bought and paid for like a lot of these politicians.
Right.
So I do think that this time around it will be different.
Yeah.
But it goes to show that if you don't know how Washington works, I'm sorry, you're going to get run over. Yeah. You're going to get run amok. You think you're going to have people around you that are helping you. They're all social climbers or political social climbers. There's a lot of people he brought in his circle that did not have his best interest.
No.
So
many of them were there already, though. Remember that. They were there already, and they were told, this is the guy you want. He was advised. He was leaning on a lot of people to advise him when he went. And I've spoken to him about this and just, wondered. And he's, look, it's going to be different because I now know.
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click right here.